I've been away for far too long. Oh yeah. Yo, what's going on, fellow junkies? Horror Junkies 519, Kyle 13th coming at you finally, yet again. And boy, oh boy, has it been a story to get back here. I've been waiting oh so long, and I'm so glad that it's finally here. I've missed you all. I've missed doing this. I've missed doing all the fun things I used to do. I got sick. I completely lost my voice, you guys. There's no way I could have done a video. I was thinking about doing stuff like writing it down, doing sign language that I don't know, putting it on subtitles. I thought of everything I could possibly think of to come back and do a video, but just none of it seemed right. I always want to do the best quality I can for you, because that's what's got me where I am now. You know, I still have loads of subscribers that have been subscribing to me, you guys. I want to thank you all. Welcome all the new ones, and say how you doing to all the old ones, you guys. Welcome, and let's keep this rock and rolling. So, I was sick for a really long time, lost my voice, and then immediately as I was getting better, we went to an Arizona vacation. So, that's where I've been. Now I'm back. My feet are back under me. I got my voice back. Ah, la, la, just like that. Just a little bit of excitement, you guys. I can't wait to get right into this. So first video, I'm going to do something kind of simple. I'm going to do my update video. This has been the first update since December. This is going to be from December to April. So these are all the DVDs and Blu-rays that I've bought. But, oh man, I can't get over the fact of how much I miss doing this. So, let's go ahead and get right into it. Like always, I'm going to do horror first, and if you guys want to stick around for the non-horror afterwards, you can. I don't want to make the ones sit through who don't want to, because I'm not some dictator. That's not what I do. I don't tell you what you got to do. So, let's go ahead and get right into it. Just hope you guys are doing well out there. So, like always, you guys, DVDs first. I'm going to go ahead and start with Balsam. This is a Kane Hodder paranormal investigation movie. Wasn't super exciting, but I mean, if I just get to watch Kane Hodder beat Kane Hodder, I'll get it every time, just because he's a lot of fun to watch. So as far as this one, I don't highly recommend it. But if you just love Kane Hodder, give it a chance. I did get it on Amazon, so there's the back of it. I wouldn't say it was super... You didn't see a bunch of stuff or anything like that. It's not like watching a Paranormal Activity movie, because they make it so you see stuff. So, worth a watch if you're a Kane Hodder fan. And I'm missing Crypticon right now, you guys, so I didn't get to go this year. We decided we're going to do the Arizona trip and then skip Crypticon this year. But it was for a really good reason, so I can't hate on it. So it was what it was. And so this is a movie that has been sitting on my Amazon wish list for a while, because I watched it on one of the streaming sites quite a while ago, but I really, really liked it. Watched it again. I still really enjoy it. Doesn't have great reviews, but I do enjoy it. And so that's Dead Night. Really kind of gave me the whole almost Evil Dead vibes, but it definitely goes a whole different route. It says, look deeper, and this is brought to you by the people who did John Dies at the End, which I haven't seen, so I can't really say anything. There's the back of it. I wouldn't say just hop on and buy it immediately. Definitely check it out, because, so from what I can tell, this is not everyone's cup of tea. So, buy at your own risk, but definitely worth a watch. So now we're going to go get straight into the Blu-rays, you guys, and I did pretty good, but, you know, the Halfway to Black Friday sale is coming up, so I'm going to have more pretty shortly after this, so don't tell Angelina. She watches my videos, so don't worry. Alright, so starting right off with the Blu-rays, you guys. So we went ahead and got the collector's edition of Alone in the Dark. One of my more favorable slasher movies from the 80s. I really dig this one. It's got Donald Pleasance in it. And, you know, I have it on DVD, but, you know, why not get it on Blu-ray? Do those upgrades as they come along, and if you do it as they come, it's usually not too expensive. It's when you let them pile up, that's when it gets a little crazy. So there's good old Donald Pleasance right there. And yeah, I really like this one. I recommend this one. And a lot of these movies I have had sitting for quite a while, so I've watched some of them, and it's been quite a while since I've watched others. So I did also get the collector's edition of John Carpenter Presents Body Bags. Now this, I am not a huge anthology guy, but this one I really did really enjoy. All the different stories were fun. Mark Hamill is in it, and so, you know, from Star Wars, so that's kind of cool. So go ahead and check that out. He's right there on the back. Some fun stories. I always have an anthology issue where if they're not all great, I'm like, I'm not really into it, but this one held together quite well. And so I don't know if this one's been, I don't know, controversial or not, but I really enjoyed this next one, and that is the new Candyman. I know a few people are like, well, it's nothing like the original. I'm like, well, it's not trying to be the original. This is not a remake. This is a sequel or requel or whatever those words are nowadays. I'm sorry, I'm not hip to all these new fancy jargon words, but if you guys could wisen me up down in the comments, I won't be hurt by it, but just don't count on me using it correctly. But I really did enjoy this movie. I thought it was really cool how they expanded the Candyman universe the way they did. I mean, nothing's going to be perfect, but I did enjoy this flick. I did really enjoy all the shadow puppet work they did in this. I just thought it was fun. It kind of reminds me of stuff from like Harry Potter and stuff like that, but that's not horror, so let's not worry about that. So the new Candyman, I did enjoy. And some of these movies are just upgrades, like always, you guys. I'm always trying to catch up on different things. So I also did get the collector's edition of the remake of Dawn of the Dead. I am a fan of the original way more, but I do enjoy this movie. I do enjoy what they did. It's definitely exciting, blood, gory fun, bloody good fun, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to read the back and talk to you guys at the same time. So there's this right here, you guys, if you want to check out the back. I still got a slipcover. I was blown away by that. But yeah, I enjoy both versions of Dawn of the Dead. But when it comes down to it, if I had to take one to a desert island, of course I'm taking the original. I'm not an original horror. It's just a simple fact. I just love the pacing of that one. It's not wild and crazy. I don't know. It's enjoyable the way they go about it. And so another upgrade. This is the collector's edition of Day of the Dead. This one did not come with a slipcover, but that's all right. It doesn't make or break me in any way, shape, or form. But originally, when I first watched this movie, I didn't really like it. That kind of goes with a lot of George A. Romero's zombie flicks. Like, the very first time I watch them, I don't like them for whatever reason. Just because I'm expecting something different. Because I got into Romero later on in my life. So, you know, I've watched all the crazy, exciting zombie movies, that, you know, the fast-moving ones. And then you go to these ones, it's kind of like, well, what the hell? But I've grown to appreciate them more and more every single time I watch them. So I am pro George A. Romero style now. But now those other ones are just kind of by the wayside. Still watch them, but you know, it's not everything that I was thinking they were. One of my favorite movies I never thought I was going to upgrade because I have it on DVD, but you know, it just got the opportunity, and what the heck, I went ahead and got Drag Me to Hell. I really enjoy this movie. I love the whole story of the possession that goes on, and it's definitely Sam Raimi, definitely his style. Everything's going in people's mouths and stuff like that. So, you know, you definitely got some gag reflex if that's an issue for you. Not for me, but I do enjoy this movie. This one was it's a love or to hate it kind of film, I think. But that is okay. This next one, I don't think it's love or hate. I think most people do love this one. So I did get the collector's edition of The Exorcist 3. I do not have part 2 because I don't want it. I know I'm going to have to get it just to be the completionist that I am. But I don't think I have the first Exorcist on Blu-ray yet. So I don't feel like I have to buy part 2 yet. But I do love part 3. Part 2 is just, I don't know. I can't find myself. I can't find the will to do it again. I've watched it once before and it's rough. Another upgrade, the collector's edition of the original Fog. Is it the original? I don't know. The John Carpenter one. Because sometimes you can never tell. Maybe this was a remake and then they remade this one. I don't know. I can never keep track on what he did with that. So, The Fog by John Carpenter. Love this movie. I don't think you can really go wrong with it. I think I recently watched... Did I watch the remake recently? Because they did make another one. I don't know if I watched that one. I know I watched The Mist, and that was okay. But I don't know if I watched the remake of The Fog. I think we did. I can't remember. It is what it is. All right, so this next one is one of the biggest movies. People have been talking about it. It's everywhere. And that is Halloween Kills. I don't know what you guys thought about this one, but I liked it, but I definitely feel like there's a lot of filler. I'd so much rather them cut this movie shorter than have all the filler. When they're chasing that guy, they think he's Michael Myers at the hospital or whatever. I'm sorry, you guys. You guys know what Michael Myers looks like. I kind of feel like that was almost like a joke part. And then I felt bad for the guy at the end of the whole thing. So I don't know. I feel like there was a little bit more filler than necessary for this franchise. I really kind of hope they tighten it up for the Halloween Ends, but I don't know. Overall, I do like this movie, but I just don't feel like it deserves all the praise that it's gotten. I'll probably get hanged for that one, but you know what? It is what it is. We all get our own opinions, and it just wasn't for me. I'm just depressed that I'll probably never get to see a new Friday the 13th movie ever again. Like, I'm still getting over that than trying to deal with why this movie's great or terrible. It is what it is. Like, breaks my little heart. So, moving on before I get a little too sentimental, because speaking of which, I missed Friday the 13th. I was in a car on the way home all day for Friday the 13th. So I'll probably still do a video for Friday the 13th, even though I'm going to be late. But I still think it's necessary. But we get 2 Friday the 13th next year, and one of them is in October. So it's going to go down. Next up is another upgrade for the collector's edition of Hell Night. I am definitely trying to upgrade a lot of my 80s slashers. I just love 80s slashers. Trying to catch up on all the ones that came out. I didn't catch them right away. I have this big giant list of 80s slashers. I own almost all of them, but there's quite a big handful of them that I don't own, so I still have to try and find them. Not a lot of them have releases, but so the ones that do, I need to definitely get them and then kind of sit around and fingers crossed for those ones to come out. I really want Body Count to get one. I have a bootleg of that, and I really enjoy that movie, and I really hope it gets a release soon. I keep thinking I hear things about it, but then I try to look it up again, and it's never there, so I probably just dreamed it or something. Just Crazy Horror Junkies 509 again, Kyle the 13th. So it is what it is. Next up is in a DVD case, but it is a Blu-ray, and it is the Jason Rising. So this is a fan film that came out. It does have Adrian King in it, which I thought was really, really freaking awesome. However that works out, I don't really care, but I'm just happy to have this. I did just back Vengeance 2, another Friday the 13th fan film. I'm trying to catch as many of them as I can. These do not fill the hole of not having Friday the 13th films going in theaters. But you know what? I'm supporting this because I'd rather have this than nothing. And these are actually pretty good films. I loved Vengeance. I love Never Hike Alone and Jason Rising. I did enjoy this one. I mean, they all got their own little quirks, and none of them are exactly perfect. But was any Friday the 13th movie perfect? Exactly. So, I mean, I'm enjoying it. I did get a little signed card with it. And then another good look at the cover there with Adrian King. I liked that they had a big part for Mother in this. Mrs. Voorhees got a part in this, so I thought that was kind of cool. Not the actual actress, but, they had the character. So I really enjoyed that. Up next is the collector's edition of Land of the Dead. Another George A. Romero. This one is a little more, I think, as he started going downhill a little bit, but I still find this one really fun, and I do really enjoy it. A lot of zombie movies in this update, but it is what it is. Horror is horror as long as it's horror. So this one was kind of a blind buy, but me and Angelina watched it, and we definitely really did enjoy this one. It's called Midnight. Got this right there on Amazon. It is a Severin film, When the Clock Strikes Death. We have watched it. I don't remember it particularly well, but I do remember enjoying it. We watched this one quite a while ago, but I remember both me and Angelina liking it. And here's one that has been on my 80s slasher list for a long time. I never thought it was going to get a release, and it finally did, and I get to show it off, and that's The Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge. I bought this because it's an 80s slasher, and it has Pauly Shore. So, 80s slasher, Pauly Shore, what more do you want? It's like beer and pizza. Like, it's just a perfect combination. It's like lamb and tuna fish. Would you like spaghetti and meatball better? I don't know. It's just up to you guys. The perfect pair. That is just it was just a no-brainer for me. Nothing on the back, just descriptions, but definitely glad to finally see this one get a release. What 80s slashers are you guys hoping are going to get some releases? Because, I have my list, but, not all of them are good, but I'd still love to see them get a release, because I'd love to just, even if they just get a DVD release, I'll take it, because I don't like doing bootlegs. If I can fight it, I will, but, when you want a title, you want a title. Up next, another controversial one, and I'll kind of let you know what I feel about it, and that is Scream. Scream 5. I call it Scream 5. It's Scream. It is what it is, but this is the new one. Honestly, when this was coming out, my only rule was that I needed one of the three to die, whether it be Gail, Dewey, or Sydney. They did it. They went with the one I wanted the least, but it is what it is. I'm not going to spoil it just yet, just because I know it's still fairly new. But why is this movie so popular? Like, this has really, 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 really good ratings by a lot of people, but then, like, I hear a lot of people that they crap on it so bad. And, like, I don't love this movie, but I don't hate it as well. I think it's just, it is what it is. I called the killer from the poster, because me and Angelina were like, all right, let's pick who we think's the killer. And so she picked somebody, and I picked somebody. I actually think we picked both killers, actually. I take that back. So I picked one of them, and she picked the other one, so that was kind of cool. So neither one of us were wrong, so I got to say that. But that's just going off the poster. So we could have been wrong. It's not like we had some second voice or sixth sense or anything like that. But as far as me, I like part 4 better, which is probably whatever. Mostly because Kirby was a badass. I liked a lot of the stuff in this movie, but I don't know. It is what it is. I'm scared for part 6. Because they are going so weird with these movies, and like just the way they go about it is just kind of, it's funky to me. But are they doing any worse than any of the other ones like Halloween Kills? I don't think so, personally. But I definitely like Michael Myers more than Ghostface, so it is what it is. Next up, this is one I've been needing for a while. I have watched this before. It's been a long time. Great soundtrack on this thing. But the movie is a little weird, but I was like, let's have it in the collection. And that's Shocker. Definitely think this movie can be a lot more fun on a second watch, I think. If you just leave it at the first one, it is going to be what it is. But I think it's enjoyable. And there's a song on it that's not by Kiss, but Paul Stanley voices it, and Kiss is one of my favorite bands. And so you can't miss Paul Stanley's voice. It is unmistakable. All right, getting to the bottom here. So next is the complete 10th season of The Walking Dead. Yes, I'm still collecting this because when this is all over, it's all over. And I just never know what streaming websites are going to do, whether it goes on one I don't have or if it's going to stay with Netflix. I don't know, so I'm still going to collect them. I know this is just about over. I haven't seen any of the newest season, so I'm waiting for this, and I'll binge watch it, or if it gets on Netflix or whatever it's going to do anymore. I don't know, but I love and hate this show so very much. I love it when it's great, and I hate it when it's bad. But, I do care about the characters, and I'm excited to see how it wraps up. Last but not least, it was a movie I bought for Angelina. She loved The Winchester. I definitely enjoyed this movie, too. It's definitely way cool. I definitely love the whole story behind it and the history behind it. Definitely, if you haven't watched it, I definitely recommend it. It's not super crazy exciting, but it is a fun ride throughout the whole thing. And that is it for horror, you guys. So if you guys just stayed here for the horror and that's it, that's going to do it for us. Horror Junkies 509, Kyle 13 signing out. Just until next time, you guys already know it. I've been sentenced to life. I am a horror lifer. And you guys have a killer day. But for the ones who like to stick around to see what else I buy, it's not for everybody. So I always let the people who are just here for horror take off. And you guys that want to know, stick around. We got some other stuff. So I actually got quite a bit of non-horror. This is probably the most I've ever had in any video, but this went through December all the way to April, so holidays and all that stuff went through, and so sales, and just, it's easy to pick stuff up. So I finally got, I tried to get it for a digital code, but since this was Paramount, it doesn't go on Movies Anywhere or whatever, so it was a waste of money anyway, but I got it on Blu-ray now, so, and that's Bad Santa. I love Billy Bob Thornton in this character. I'm not thinking I'm going to buy part 2 because it was pretty terrible, but I will always love this Christmas classic. And this was one of Angelina's Christmas presents, I believe, and so I did get her Disney's Cruella. Definitely a lot better than I was expecting. When we were watching this, I was like, oh boy, this is going to be 2 hours I'm never going to get back. But I did highly enjoy this. I kind of like how they changed the story a little bit and just, do whatever they want. They still make it a good story, so I think it's cool. Cruella. And probably going to get popcorn thrown at the screen for this one. But whatever. I love these movies. They're entertaining. As long as they're entertaining, I'm going to keep watching them. I know at least we got one more coming. But after that, who knows? And that is Fast 9, the Fast Saga. I mean, it's not good. It's not good, but it's just when I watch it, it's not hard to watch, and it keeps me entertained. It's not like pulling teeth when I'm watching it. So as long as they do that and I'm entertained, why not? They're probably gonna have every star under the sun in these at some point, but whatever. Next up is just kind of keeping up with the Disneys, and so I went ahead and got Frozen 2. It is what it is. And of course, I've been watching these since I was a kid. I'll probably never stop watching them because I enjoy them. I got Jackass Forever. We went and watched this in the theater close to us, and it was just a good time. You know, theater where you can drink beer and have a good time, have a good laugh. So Jackass Forever. Continue on with the Disney. We got Luca. Just got to keep up with them because same thing. If you let them get ahead of you, you'll never catch up. Next is Raya. I'm gonna go Raya, the Last Dragon. So enjoyable, but still Disney. As well as Disney comes with Marvel. We got Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I don't think I've watched this since I saw it in theaters, but I enjoyed it. Definitely kind of another superhero movie. Definitely getting a lot of different stuff going on right now, so I'm kind of interested to see where this is gonna go. As well as with Star Wars, we had to get Solo. The Star Wars film, the Star Wars story. I've been meaning to get this for quite a while, but I've been dragging my feet. I didn't love the movie, but didn't hate it either. It's Star Wars, you know, so it's in the universe that I like. All right, and then last Disney one, we got Soul. Definitely really love this story. I can't get enough of it. We just watched it not too long ago before we left for Arizona, and it touches you right in the heart and soul area. And last but not least, keeping up with just anything Marvel, we got Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. So definitely enjoyed this movie. This is one of those movies that's actually really short, and I like it because they didn't do a bunch of filler just to make it long. They did what they needed to do and got out. So I highly praise this movie for doing that. They didn't try and fill it up with a bunch of stuff. So that's going to do it for this whole update video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I got more coming. I got more action figures. I got more masks. What else do I do here? I'm going to be throwing in a Friday the 13th video here very soon. And I hope you guys will keep with me. My subscribers keep on climbing, even though I wasn't doing videos, you guys. That is insane to me, and I just appreciate all of you. And so I hope you'll check this out and enjoy, and see you next time. This is Horror Junkies 519 for the second time, signing out just until next time. You guys already know it. I've been sentenced to life. I am a horror lifer. And you guys, it just feels so good. You guys have a killer day. Stay bloody, my friends. Always got more.